He's known as a congenital liar. That's fine, I got all night. If you don't like it, then you probably shouldn't be sitting there. And I want to first of all apologize in advance that I am walking out at this point as a protest for the firing of a person who became too popular too fast. Thank you, and I'm very sorry.
Yeah. And I also want to state that, you know, I am going to be leaving this council meeting, and it's simply...
Good job.
The motion is to take it back and not make any
decisions, just put it aside.
Okay, so at this point, there's a second. Any objections?
No objections.
I'll object as well, so we're going to end up 2-2. That's a
Motion.
motion. I'll second. Any objections?
Yes.
Okay, objections, so at this point we're going to be 2-2. So here was a person who was 1 month and 5 weeks. A month and 5 weeks.
Where was Manuel Lozano when he wanted to take up our police department full of Latinos and make it to those sheriffs? You guys remember that? He was going to get rid of our police department, and there was no opportunity for all those Latinos to have a job. Where was Manuel Lozano when he fired Chief Lopez? Where was Manuel Lozano when he fired Lopez? This man is a racist. This is the guy right here that will come.
It's time for us to elect a new individual that will enlighten and enhance the level of the WQA, as opposed to having someone that's been there for many years and she's had that opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead and make a motion. May Clark's been there for years, and I think it's an opportunity for us to select someone, a different generation that can represent the particular changes in demographics of the San Gabriel Valley. But Councilman Ricardo Pacheco.
There was people that were resistant to change, but Baldwin Park needs to change.
Mayor, at the last meeting, you stated that you were in favor of Ed Hernandez's daughter for this water position, and that the other lady who'd been in for 15 years was out of ideas, and we needed new people with new ideas. How long have you been in office, Mayor? Isn't that kind of calling the pot calling the kettle black?
So crooked. I thought Mexico was bad, but you guys are really bad.
Mayor Lozano, I recall a few meetings back, you stated you would defend all female members of this council. Well, that didn't last very long, did it? And you continue to vote with your two cohorts, who, by the way, don't know right from wrong. You vote in favor of any item they bring forward, no matter how it affects our tax-paying citizens. In my opinion, you are a coward. Thank you.
If you keep repeating it to people, that's fine with me. But if that's the only thing you can come up with, that's too bad. After all these years of being the mayor in Baldwin Park, you know, and I say that, yes, we are investigating this. There is proof. I spoke to some of the council members. Seeing is that we've spent almost $500,000 on consultants, and the three companies that AAE and Advanced Infrastructure, it's almost $500,000 worth of expenses in the last 6 months.
Bring the information.
That her and I have questions because they haven't met with us. And just to be clear, we almost need $1,000 for them to meet with you guys. Why can't we ask them to come to the council meetings and share the information with the entire council? I mean, they don't work for 3 people. And at almost $1,000, they should be coming here. And I don't think we should pay them for them to report back to us. That is part of the scope of their work.
The motion for it to go, directing staff to bring it back so that it would be reduced to about 30.
Yes,
Okay.
direct them to staff.
Directly to staff. Thank you.
Councilmember Susan Rubio,
Yes.
Councilmember Cruz Baca,
Yes.
Councilmember Ricardo Pacheco,
No.
Mayor Pro Tem Monica Garcia,
No.
Mayor Manuel Lozano.
No, the motion fails 3-2.
The city says, we welcome everybody to come and speak here, but if you cross us, then we send the code enforcement to discourage you. And I know firsthand. I had 2 visits after I spoke here, and I even got a letter from San Francisco from Reynolds that this city knew I didn't even have to try and discourage me. That third letter from the code enforcement was the clincher. I made it a point after that to speak every chance I got here. That's your mode of operation. If you don't like certain people to speak here, you say you want everybody to speak, but oh, God help them, they speak against you. You live in this city.
The last meeting I was here, Mayor, you turned around and called us liars, fabricate this and that and everything. Every time we bring something up, we have proof for things like that, okay? What's happening now is that the word around town is that el rata. You know what that means, right? That's the little ratitos. Has them all over the place, in every department. The way they have to do what you tell them, because you're the big rata.
Why do members of this council continually downgrade those of us who ran for office and lost? Do you expect us just to go hide under a rock and never be heard from again? If we did that, we would not be true to our cause or our convictions. But we are. That's why for the past 10 years, we have been at every city council meeting. I know you get elected over and over again. I'll give that to you. You really know how to work that system. You've learned how to manipulate those absentee ballots, and you depend on those large block of voters who just don't care and never show up. Everybody know that Rome does not pay property tax on that whole project? And they also, in their contract, it says they'll make no payments to our city, all the money they owe us, till they show a profit. That's an oxymoron. They're a non-profit project. How are they going to make a profit if they're non-profit? We'll probably never get paid. Though they had enough profit to pay 3 of our council people thousands of dollars in political contributions.
Mayor, you look at me like you got daggers flying out of your eyes. It doesn't matter, young man. I'll be here till the day I die. You, especially, should stand up and tell us what... We ask you a question, you should be able to answer it.
If you interrupt me one more, I'm going to ask the police department to remove him. If you interrupt me one more, I'm going to ask the police department to remove him.
He's known as a congenital liar. He's known as a congenital liar. That's fine, I got all night. That's fine, I got all night. If you don't like it, then you probably shouldn't be sitting there. If you don't like it, then you probably shouldn't be sitting there. This is